All right, good morning. Here we are, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and we're doing our Alaska tour here, second leg of 12, and we're going to be departing from PAUT, where we landed last time, and we're heading over to PACS, which is what airport here? Cape Sarichef, I think it's called. And yeah, this one is gonna be, how long is this one? 57 nautical miles here, so a little bit of a longer flight here. We're in the Cessna 152, and here is the flight plan. So we're gonna be taking off from PAUT, hopping all along all these little islands here, and heading over to the big one here. So it sits at 291 feet above sea level, passing over a few little humps and bumps over these islands here. So should be a nice scenery here as we move along. So I'm pretty stoked about the Alaska tour here. It's going to be 12 legs in total. If you haven't checked out the first leg yet, it's out there for your viewing. We did it this morning. So we're going to go ahead and head on into free flight here and load up the flight plan. I think it's this. Yep. All right, so we're going to go to Alaska, leg number 2. Here's all our waypoints. And we're gonna load flight plan maybe. And if we close it, is it here? Did we do that right? I don't know. So here's Alaska. Yeah, I don't think we did that right. So let's go ahead and try that again. We're going to go back, load that. That's what we got to do. So we got to file the plan with ATC and then send it to avionics. Now if we close it, do we have it, is the question. There it is. Alright, so that looks like it. We are going to be landing in runway number 24, so that works out. And ideally we'd like to take off on 9. Let's see if we change that. Does that screw everything up? That does screw everything up. So we're going to go back to here. We're going to load the plan. We'll go back to Alaska. Leg number 2. And we'll close it. Oh, now that changed to 16. We kind of wanted 34. And if we change that, then all that changes. Alright, so let's see. Let's try it one more time here. Maybe if we change that here, can we do that and then file it? Nice. I think that's the trick to it. Alright, so now we got that going. We are in the Cessna 152. We'll leave that as is for this Alaska tour. And we will go ahead and head on out here to the runway. Alright, so we got everything going now. Seems to be all working out. That error. Alright, we announced our takeoff. That is fine. We're going to adjust our weather here. Go ahead and get a nice daytime thingamajig. Alright, so we announced our takeoff. So we are good to go here. What are we looking at here? Is this our lights? No. That is our PAUT heat though. We will turn that on. Oh, these are our lights. So we got taxi, landing, and a dome light. We'll turn the dome light on. We got some guy with us. That's fine. He can enjoy the ride, I guess. Alright, so we are good to go here. So we're going to get rid of our flaps here. We're going to adjust our trim down to 0. We are looking around the cabin real quick here. Alright, so this is our parking brake. We're going to adjust this to look over, turn this back on, increase our throttle, and we are going to get some liftoff here. So appreciate you guys tuning in once again. I'm pretty stoked to be doing this another sort of bush talk, not bush talk, but we used to use Bushtalk Radio on 2020, but our bush trip here, that's the word I'm looking for. So pretty stoked about getting some bush trips going, something other than the career mode. And yeah, so we're going to enjoy the sights of Alaska here for a little minute. 12 legs to be exact. And we are going to have to spin around here because we're going in the wrong direction. So we're going to do a nice little hard turn here, about 30-40 degrees. And we'll do a little island hopping here in Alaska. Do notice that there's no more snow, which is interesting. Maybe the live weather before had something to do with the snow. Maybe it's not snowing anymore. Alright, still nice scenery though. Go ahead and try to adjust the camera here a little bit, zoom out, get a little more of a wider view. Not too wide though. I feel like this sort of like fish-eyed it. But I feel like this is sort of the sweet spot there. And we'll head into the cockpit. Move up here. We'll tune to the anchorage center.
Anchorage Center, Cessna, November 63901 is type Cessna 152 2 miles east of Papa Alpha Uniform Tango 600 feet. Request flight following. Cessna November 63901 Anchorage Center. Squawk 7652. Squawk 7652 Cessna 901. Cessna 901 radar contact. 3 miles east of Papa Alpha Uniform Tango 700 feet. Altimeter 29er. 9er 2. Roger, Cessna 901.
Alright, we'll acknowledge radar contact with ATC. Try to do things a little more legit on this one. The first one we didn't talk too much to ATC. This one, here we go. Adjust our trim once again. Get that truly down to 0. And the first waypoint here is 5.3 nautical miles. And we're probably about 2.5 miles into it. So it's pretty much going to be right as we get over to those islands there. Is going to start off at our next waypoint. And we're just going to be following up these islands here. Alright, the first island that we're looking at is Avatanek Island. I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's the best I can do at the moment. But we're going to be flying up here. That's this one right here. And going about 4 miles to the end of it. And then it's going to be about 4 miles over the water. So inside the cockpit here looks very desolate. Nobody living here, no houses that we can see. I do like the graphics of 2024. And all the upgrades that we did to the computer, the rendering of everything seems to be pretty smooth, so I'm pretty happy with that. So we're in the Cessna 152, no navigation system in this one, no autopilot. So everything is going to be manual here. Let's go ahead and raise our elevation a touch, and we'll cut through this little valley over here. And go around the left side of this mountain. Got a little bit of snow here on the mountain peaks, a little higher elevation. Little reveal of the sun there, that was pretty neat. Alright, this is going to be a bigger island here. Tigelda Island, I think it's pronounced. This is a nice thumbnail. We may actually grab that and have that as a contender for our next leg number 3. Alright, so we'll fly over some of these peaks here, get a closer look at this island. We're staying pretty close to the flight path here, or the flight plan. Just having a look around, see what we can see. I think we're still good with ATC. We haven't gotten out of range yet for anything. We're going to fly up and around the north side of this island. sort of following the coastline after we pass over this mountain range here. Steep drop off. A little sun reveal, I think. The sun's going to disappear behind that mountain in a second, and then we'll probably do another reveal. So a little camera play with the sun. Let's see if we can get a sun reveal over here on this side. There we go. Alright, we are about halfway there. We got 23 nautical miles to go to the top of our descent, 36 to the actual airport. And once again, we're going to be flying over to Cape Sarichef, Alaska. Runway sits at 291 feet above sea level. Let's go ahead and see how long the runway is, see what we're dealing with here. So, relatively short runway at 3,563 feet, but in the Cessna 152 shouldn't be an issue. It is an asphalt runway, and it looks like the parking is going to be towards the end of the runway, so we should have plenty of room to work with there, and it shouldn't be too much of an issue at all. So we're going to follow up these islands here. Airport should be sitting up somewhere up and around probably the main island up here. Or possibly even just this one. Yeah, we can probably even go a little bit of a northerly direction. Is that a word? Yeah, I'm gonna guess. See that little white strike up there? That may actually be the airport. Sitting at about 900 or 850 feet. We are definitely just cruising along here. We are passing over oh nice, St. George is off to our left. Pretty decent ways, so we probably won't be able to see it. But all those little islands that we passed too are also part of the Fox Islands of Alaska. According to our navigation map. Go a little more to the right there. Alright. Almost looks like a Bob Ross painting up there with the Alaskan mountains. Yeah, so once again, guys, do appreciate you tuning in. The subs that we've seen on the increase has just been phenomenal to watch. Slow and steady. Trying to go to our channel here, see where we sit. Haven't looked at it since this morning. So we're currently at 396 subs, so we're almost at 400. So much love there. Appreciate it once again, guys. And we're going to be doing the Alaskan tour here, which is 12 legs. So this should definitely get us through, it'll get us through Christmas, I know that, and then it'll probably get us close to New Year's. We'll probably finish it before New Year's rolls around, but and then we'll figure out another adventure tour, see where it takes us. So we actually got a whole slew of packages here. We got the Appalachians, California, Chile, Denmark, Finland. We got all these to choose from. Sweden, Sicily may be neat, and definitely Swiss. I'm assuming this is like going to be the Swiss Alps or something like that. We may get a stronger plane for that. But yeah, so we got all these things to do. Norway would probably be neat. We got the Rockies, Portugal. Yeah, all of them look to be pretty decent contenders for our next flight there. But so we're gonna do these sort of homemade bush trips in various planes, and then we're gonna also still continue on to do the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 career mode. We're looking at building up some money in the sightseeing company that we created. We're gonna build up some money from doing trips in there to probably open up a cargo company as well. So we'll open up a second company in the career mode, and I think we need probably around like 300, maybe 325,000, just to give us a little bit of a cushion, because I think it costs 10,000 for the company, and then we're gonna have to buy a plane where it said starting out at like 260 something thousand. So we're gonna try to get a halfway decent plane so that we don't have to put too much work into it. So yeah, probably around like maybe 325, 350 for cash before we can open up that. And I just kind of figured we'd do something a little bit different here and create our own bush trip and do some videos on that. So this one is the Alaska tour, 12 legs, and we'll get that going. We'll do like 1 or 2 a day on these, and that'll wrap up the end of this year. And what is that? Capricorn Confidence. Is that another player? Haven't seen too many players out here in Alaska. He must be in the water. Alright, nonetheless, we're getting closer here. Zooming in, we should actually see our flight plan coming up soon. Drift off here to the right a little bit, get a little closer to the island. Still don't know who this guy is, but he's tagging along with us. Maybe we can make up a story for him. He's maybe he's a fugitive in the lower 48 states, looking for some exile here in Alaska, or harboring a fugitive. Yeah, we'll call him Jeff. He looks like a Jeff. Alright, but we're coming up here. We got 12 miles to go here to the airport. So not too shabby. When we get down to about, we'll say about 5 miles, I'll reduce our speed, introduce some flaps, get ready for our landing here. And we're going to be landing in, speaking of which, I guess we can probably talk to ATC. If we select our nearest airport here, this is at PACS Cape Sarichef. I don't know. We'll tune to traffic. We'll select the runway. It was 34. We're going to announce a full stop landing, and we'll announce our position for now.
Papa Alpha Charlie Sierra traffic Cessna November 6390 111 miles south 1900 for inbound to land runway tree 4.
Alright, we got like 9.5 miles to go. So we'll start reducing our elevation here. Get an exterior view. we got 8 miles to go here. All right, 6.5 miles. Alright, almost 5 miles. We will announce our final.
Papa Alpha Charlie Sierra traffic Cessna November 6 tree 9001 is on final runway tree 4 to land.
Alright, coming in on runway 34. Once again, the runway sits at 291 feet above elevation, sea elevation, and the taxiway is all the way at the end of the runway on the left, so parking should be pretty quick. We can get rid of communication there. I think we're done with that. Alright, we're going to reduce our speed a little bit here. The white arc is 85 knots. So we're going to go ahead and bring that down to that, introduce some flaps. We'll do 10 degrees for now. We're probably a little bit to the left of the runway, so we'll adjust accordingly here. Do a little more of a drastic correction. Feel like the propeller is kind of getting in the way of the runway there with the reflection of the sun behind us. Isn't that right, Jeff? Alright, about 1.5 nautical miles away. Still don't really see the runway, but I think we're on track. Feel like the glare of the sun is killing me, but I don't know, I think we'll be alright. No worries. Oh, nice. The sun just got blocked away. That is perfect. Oh, there it is. It's back. We're looking good for a second. Alright, we're going to introduce some more flaps here. Just because it's not that long of a runway. Alright, sun is going away again. where is the runway? Oh, runway appears. We're going to do a little turnaround here. I think that's the runway right there. Alright, so easy enough though. We can turn up here. We'll fly out just a little bit. We don't need too much of a leadway here to the runway. But that is an example of not having the navigation system. And we had the elements of the sun kind of blocking our view of the runway. So we're going to go ahead and spin around here. We'll do a nice tight turn. I'm sure Jeff won't mind. A little steep bank turn. There we go. Now we're lined up to the runway. Doesn't look too well maintained. It looks like it might be a little bit of a bumpy runway. I mean, there's no numbers on it. Flare up here. There you go, and hit our brakes. Get an exterior view here. Yeah, so not a big airport by any means here, but it does look like there is a plane here parked off to our left. Alright, so I guess no official taxiway here, so we're just gonna float off here on the dirt, and we'll find our way to that other airplane. And we'll park right up here by this guy. Whoa. Got a big bump there. Alright, so we'll park there. That's a big jet. Let's hop in here. We'll shut the engine down. Go ahead and hop out here, see what we can do. I always kind of forget you can walk around. So that is a Cessna CJ4. So that's a big jet here for a small little airplane or airport in the middle of nowhere. That's a pretty neat thumbnail too. So let's see, what do we got here? We got the one flying or this one. I kind of like this one because there's less stuff involved here. So we'll do that. Maybe we'll even like move up a little bit, get a little closer to the airplane. We did leave our propeller running though. Yeah, this is pretty neat. Can we get the sun a little bit? No. Alright, we'll do that. That will be our thumbnail for our next leg number 3. So appreciate you tuning in, guys. Once again, love the support that I've seen so far on the channel. It's been fun. We're working out the kinks in 2024, and we're coming up with a game plan for some content. So stick around. We'll see you on leg number 3, and we will see you later today, I guess. So appreciate you tuning in once again, guys. We will end the stream at this note.